Howdy and welcome to another Cuphead video. Today is a sad day because today I realized, wait, the Divine Relic is a bad charm. Wait, let me explain. The Divine Relic is composed by 4 charms: Heart Ring, Smoke Bomb, Coffee, and Whetstone. And to be honest, Whetstone is up there to be one of the most useless charms in the game. Somewhere up there, after Pea Sugar, of course. In my opinion, Pea Sugar and Whetstone should be the same charm to make it somewhat, maybe, just maybe useful. But by itself, yeah, they are both bad. So, you may think, wait, Divine Relic, the Divine Relic is a great charm because it has 4 charms, right? Not exactly, because the only good perks, I'll say charms, are Heart Ring, and maybe, just maybe, Smoke Bomb or Coffee. Acquiring the Divine Relic is a quest on its own. You need to solve the graveyard puzzle by listening to those 3 guys competing against each other. They'll give you a clue. Then you'll be able to fight this mini boss, who's also a secret boss. And you have to beat him to unlock the cursed relic. You unlock the cursed relic, but now you have to defeat several bosses. The number of bosses you need to defeat vary from player to player. Some people have reported having to beat just 5. I myself had to beat 8, and some other people reported having to fight 7. So the number matters not, but you have to defeat those bosses, and at the beginning of each fight, you have 1 HP. Now keep in mind, the cursed relic already has those 4 charms, right? From the start it already has it. But the problem is, what makes the cursed relic and even the Divine Relic bad? Because starting with 1 HP is not a bad thing if you have Heart Ring, which can give you HP for your first, third, and 6th parry. So at the end of the game, you can still make it to 4 HP. The problem, the real big issue with Divine Relic is that your weapon keeps changing, switching. If you let go of the shoot button, or if you dash, or if you use your X move, or if you use your ultimate, basically, you are it's like you are in a prison where you can only use the weapon you have right now. And you can, you can use X move, you can use something else, but keep in mind it's going to change the weapon and you have to actually keep shooting again to be able to maybe find that weapon again. Switching weapons is a good thing sometimes. Sometimes it allows you to adapt to a boss or a phase mid-fight. You don't have to only choose 2 weapons when you have all of them at your disposal. So it's a good thing in that way. The bad thing is, because your weapon keeps switching, sometimes you need to go, through multiple weapons to find the one you want. And when you find that weapon, well, you are pretty much stuck with it because you cannot use your X move, because you can again lose it. So it's not worth it. It's not worth it, and we know how important time is in Cuphead when you want to beat those bosses and get those ranks, right? You want to go for expert, you are probably not going to use a Divine Relic because you're going to waste time switching between weapons, something you can afford to do because time is valuable. But I'll say the biggest downside when it comes to the Divine Relic is that you cannot use Miss Chalice with it. And let me tell you, Miss Chalice is the best thing in Cuphead. She can double jump, she can roll, and her roll gives her invincibility. She can parry, and her parry is her dash. So basically, she has double jump, she can roll and never get touched, she can parry easier. Oh, and I forgot, she has 4 HP from the start. So I'll say the one bad thing the only thing you can hold against her is that she cannot use charms. But let's be honest, I feel like she makes up for it for pretty much everything. Plus, she's pretty damn adorable. She's so adorable. It's like she can be like that she can be, but she can also be, so sweet. So I'll give her a pass for that. It doesn't matter if she cannot use a charm. She doesn't need one. So why would you use Divine Relic when you can use Miss Chalice, which can pretty much destroy everything in the game? She makes every single fight easier. It's just about getting, the hang of her, because for the longest time we've been used to using Cuphead, and I had trouble at the beginning to wrap my head around double jumping and dashing to parry. But let me tell you, the moment you get the hang of it, you cannot let go. She is unbelievably good at everything. Oh, did I mention her supers? She has amazing supers. Like, all three of them are great. Especially the third one, which actually allows her to get another, she can actually get another parry out of her super. Like, what the hell? She's super broken. She's amazing in every single way. So why would you use Divine Relic and handicap yourself? That's the problem, because when you use a Divine Relic, it never feels like you are making a choice which is going to be worth it. It always feels like you are compromising, and with Miss Chalice, you are never compromising. This is the biggest difference. And let's be honest, how many times will you use Whetstone? I also feel like Smoke Bomb is only useful if you cannot get the hang of those timings with the bosses. But the moment you get used to their moves, honestly, I don't feel like you'll be using Smoke Bomb. It is good if you feel uncomfortable doing those, dashing. But again, if you feel uncomfortable dashing, just use Miss Chalice and roll. You are right, just roll. So the Divine Relic is not worth it, especially since you have to go through all this trouble just to unlock it. It is simply not worth it, and this is disappointing. When I went through the whole trouble of unlocking it, I really thought it was going to blow my mind, because that was problematic. I had to do all the things, and I expected the charm to shine, but it didn't. And I went back to just using Chalice because she's just that good. But there is one area when the Divine Relic is actually the best perk you can have, even better than having Chalice, and it is when you fight bosses using planes. Because if you didn't know, when you dash using a plane, your weapon does not switch. I don't know why it switches when you're not, using a plane. I feel like there has to be some kind of consistency there, but it is whatever. And to switch weapons now, you just have to let go of the shoot button and press it again. So it's actually easier to switch weapons. So you keep all the benefits, all 4 charms. You can pretty much dash this, and I'll say switching between weapons is not as bad using a plane, because let's be honest, you only have to choose between 2 weapons, either the bombs or the bullets. So the choice is easier. But when you have like 7, 8 weapons to choose from, ooh, then we are in big trouble. So that's the only area where I think the charm would shine and will shine. But other than that, it's not worth it. It's not worth the trouble, it's not worth your time, and definitely not worth not using Miss Chalice. So that's my thought. I would like to know what you think about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye, and just bye bye.